Morning Blitz begins now.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Have ourselves a great Friday. Should be fairly easy with a high of 72 today.
Yeah.
Slight chance of rain. If we do get, we got a little bit overnight. We might get a few more sprinkles in the first half of the day, but it looks like Friday afternoon is going to be great. 75 tomorrow, 72 on Sunday again. Slight chance of rain, more likely on Sunday. Did you wax the boat yesterday, Thick?
Oh, man, it's ready. Everything's ready. Got all my baits tied on.
Did you spend yesterday prepping?
Yes.
What do you have to do?
Did you polish up your fishing pole?
Wow, that's a really personal question there.
I'm just asking, don't you want that thing shiny when you're casting it out for the first time? You want it to be seeing the reflection for miles.
Oh, yes.
Don't you?
I do.
Yes.
I scrub it down, get it nice and clean, so it's all shiny when I finally whip it out.
Jeez, you guys are dirty.
What do you have to do to the boat to get it ready?
I didn't have
you
to
drain all the gas out of it and everything?
Oh, no. You know, everything gets taken care of when it's winterized back in December, and so it's ready to go. You know, I had to put all my stuff in it because all my stuff was inside. You know, I got all my rods and reels relined and everything.
Were you, like, 2 weeks ago when I went golfing for the first time when the weather finally cracked, like as I'm putting on my shoes in the parking lot, my golf shoes, and I'm getting my golf bag out, I literally did like a little jig. I was like,
yes.
Did you walk to the boat like
I
this?
did. You can ask my wife.
Saturday. We're going Saturday.
Oh, I wish I had video of this little walking that Goose is doing. It's so good.
I'm telling you.
It's the happiest little walk I've ever seen.
The elbows come out.
Elbows swinging.
Yeah, it'll definitely give you some bounce in your step.
Yeah. So excited.
Cabin fever sucks.
It really does.
Done.
It really does. Well, I'm very happy for you that you get to go throw your reel out on Saturday.
How was the golf course? You tried a new one yesterday.
I did, yeah. I went to Thornapple. Mm-hmm. Good luck to them because they got brand new owners Wednesday.
This is in Galloway.
Yeah. And so I pulled up, and they had a bunch of people there. You could see they were pointing out things on the building, and they're like, you could hear them like, we've got to do this, we're going to fix this, and then they got a new system, and the bartender was like, well, it's a brand new system, you got to do this, and she was figuring that out. And
just give me a drink.
Good luck to them. You know, the bones are there. Yeah. The structure's there. The course is nice. If you're kind of an amateur golfer as I am, you don't have to worry about losing too many balls. They do have some water. I did lose a few. I did not play my best yesterday. Golf is one of those things where, like, I had the horrible luck last time I went golfing last week, where it's one of those things where I was hitting the ball straight, and I was like, oh, I figured out a few things in my swing. I'm good to go. This is going to be a great year. And then I went and played yesterday, just shanking the ball. I was playing what's called Army golf. Left, right, left, right, left, right. It was all of the... But my putting was really good. It's like, It can never be where all your pieces of the game come together at the same time.
Yeah, it's one or the other.
Right, exactly.
Just tap it in. Just tap it in.
Tap, taparoo.
Anyways, let's go on a Friday.
Die, clown!
Price is wrong, bitch. Let's get to Blitz Morning Trivia. Thick, what you got for us?
Okay, so everybody likes to get in on the NFL ratings. It helps everything. And, of course, last year, Hallmark did the Chiefs Love Story movie. You know, they did their Christmas movie, so they did that. And it was such a success that they had to do another one for another NFL team. And so the question is, it's last year was Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs Love Story. This year it will be Holiday Touchdown, a what team, what love story. So first one to text in the correct answer at 99700. We'll hook you up with $25 to go spend at Waterbeds and Stuff.
John, you want to join the show?
Oh! I'm all involved in texting. I'm so sorry.
You were deep in it.
I did not know what was going on.
Obviously.
Did you ask me a question or anything?
We did.
You did not.
Yes.
What'd you ask? You did not.
Wow.
I can't believe you missed that.
You guys, are they punking me?
How did you miss all of that?
What did you say?
Well, it's a little late now.
All right, you guys, you better text in and tell me. These guys are just trying to make me look dumb, right?
I don't think I've ever seen anyone so locked in before to miss to miss 37 seconds of a conversation.
Okay, listen, the answer's yes to whatever you said.
I want to know what what was going on in the text.
In the text message?
It's still going, baby.
It's still going.
Yeah. Okay. I'm texting with Ronnie. She texted me. I'm texting her back, and I'm deep in thought here.
Okay.
Leave me be.
All right.
Yeah, Ronnie's still in the building.
Well, continue texting.
Just go talk to her.
We'll get the answer to Blitz Morning Trivia.
I'm so sorry. I'm out of it. Now here we go. I'm locked in, baby. Locked in.
Get out of your phone.
All right, the trivia question was, last year Hallmark did their Holiday Touchdown, A Chief's Love Story, one of their romantic Christmas movies. So this year, that one did so well, they've decided to do Holiday Touchdown, A What Love Story, and it's a Bills love story. So they're headed up to Buffalo.
But the only reason the Chiefs one worked is because they had Kelsey's mom in the movie. Who are they going to get from the... No one's as famous. Like, they don't have any outside
I have no idea.
famous Bills people.
Maybe they'll get Josh Allen's mom. I don't know.
But she's not as famous as Kelsey's mom, so it's not going to work.
But Pete Guiley, the chief operating officer for the Bills, said this is an incredible opportunity to feature Western New York and Bills Mafia on the Hallmark platform. It's a privilege to be part of this project, and we hope you'll find this film to be a hit during the holiday season. I imagine, if they're going to be like throwing people through tables and stuff, it could be entertaining.
Yeah, they are a popular team right now.
They are.
So.
And that Bills Mafia, man, it's
pretty
got
insane.
a life of its own.
It really does.
I'm so mad at you for dragging me out of my phone to talk football. I'm really mad.
No, we were answering a trivia.
We weren't talking football, talking Hallmark.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. Who's our winner?
Sean O'Keefe from Grove City was the first one to text in the correct answer, so he gets $25 to go spend at Waterbeds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores.
All right. Do you have that audio from the video I sent you earlier?
Billy?
Yeah. So yesterday, I got home from golf. And I know, I'm leaving after the show today to go back to Detroit to spend the weekend with Nora and the boys. So I was doing my packing thing, getting a couple things together mentally, like I got to make sure I grab this and this. And I take a gummy to sleep at night. And
full gummy, not half. Yeah,
full gummy. Yep. Yeah. And so while I'm doing that, I was like, oh, well, if I take it now and then I finish this, I brush my teeth, I'll lay down, do a little doom scrolling, and then I'll be asleep. And then, so I take the gummy, and then I was like, oh, shoot, I got to call Nora because we FaceTime every night. So I FaceTime Nora, and then we talk for a little bit, and then I start my doom scrolling. And I started a little too late, and the gummy kicked in while I was doom scrolling. And this video popped up. Little backstory. Billie Eilish, big pop star.
Yeah.
She also has a brother, Phineas.
Yes.
And they do a lot of collaborations. He writes a lot of music for them. And so Billy was doing some sort of interview, and this was the video that popped up. Take a listen.
I've done a lot of embarrassing things in front of crushes. My biggest crush when I was 10 took his shirt off. And I went over to Phineas and I whispered, can you take a video or a picture? And Phineas said out loud, Tristan, Billy wants me to take a video of your washboard abs.
I bring that up because I was so high, all I could think about was, where's Tristan? What's Tristan up to nowadays? Used to be best friends with Phineas and Billie Eilish. What's Tristan doing with his life? I was Googling Billie Eilish Tristan friend. I wanted to know so bad. I was just, that was the only thing I could think about.
Yeah.
Is he still friends with him?
Right.
Is he successful? Is he living on the street somewhere and Billy and Phineas don't talk to him anymore? I was very worried about Tristan. I don't know why. That's the problem.
You gotta lay off the weed.
I was like, that gummy did its thing. Weed! But then I started thinking some more, and I wrote down in my notes app some of the other things that crossed my mind.
Oh.
Okay.
Things like, at what point did we all decide that blue jeans just match everything?
They do.
They do. You can wear blue jeans with anything. At some point, we had to decide, blue jeans are acceptable for everything.
Okay.
You can do hoodie,
Yeah.
You can do T-shirt. You can do button-up and blazer. You can get a little dressy with it.
Right.
You can do anything you want with blue jeans. I thought about that after taxes, no one who was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was actually a millionaire. Like, they lied.
That's
100%.
true.
You are not a millionaire.
I do. Well, too bad. You're not
Right,
going to be
exactly,
a millionaire
right.
from this show.
Yeah.
About a 600,000 there.
That's about it. Yep. The last person alive won't have a funeral.
Oh
my God.
That is bleak.
Wow.
Isn't that sad?
That's real sad.
Just where they drop dead is where they drop dead. That's it.
We'll get buried?
Nothing.
That is so true.
No one's showing any remorse.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Left to the cockroaches.
Yep, that's it.
The cockroaches and the Twinkies, as they say.
I got a little hungry, and I thought about this. Egg salad is still chicken salad.
Huh?
No.
Oh, you're right. Oh, my gosh.
Thank you.
You are so right.
Yes.
What?
I'm confused.
Egg. Where does
Egg
egg
salad
come
is
from?
still
God.
chicken salad.
See?
Oh, my
Very,
God.
very interesting gummy thought.
You're blowing my mind, Goose. Stop.
And we haven't had gummies.
That's right. Boxed wine is just Capri Sun for adults.
You're
Yep.
Right in the tub.
I had a friend who used to drink boxed wine all the time, and it was pretty good. Franzia or something? Franzia?
Yeah, Franzia. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The big box
it
wine.
was pretty good. It's
Yep.
not bad.
I had a friend who used to take the sack out and put it in a backpack and just carry around the backpack.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Like a camel-
Like a camelback.
like a camelback, yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. So many people, when hot coffee turns cold, they think it's just gross.
Yep.
Yeah, you put some ice in it, line up to
gross.
pay for it.
Yeah.
You don't like iced coffee at all?
No.
Oh.
Cold brew is, I can only drink a few sips of it. I'm with Vic. I don't like it.
I don't even want coffee once it's lukewarm.
Really?
Yeah, no.
I'm the same.
okay.
It's got to be super hot.
It was meant to be hot.
Yeah.
And this was the last thought I had before I fell asleep off into La La Land last night. If you donate blood, there's a really good chance one day you're going to end up in someone's boner.
Well, yeah. Yep.
Wow. I mean,
You're biting your lip on that one, Kelly.
You're right.
It happens. Just putting it out there. So make sure to do a better job of timing out the gummy before you go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
All right, let's start in New Jersey, where a local police chief is in a lot of trouble right now. Take a listen to the news report from CBS News.
Attorney Patrick Toscano says these photos show North Bergen Police Chief Robert Farley shaving his arm onto an officer's desk and broken glass that Toscano's clients say is from Farley throwing a plaque in a fit of rage.
Then remarks were made to them along the lines of, you can't take a joke. If you can't take it, get out, retire, get lost.
Toscano is representing 5 police officers who recently submitted notices of their intent to sue Farley and the township. They also claim Farley defecated on the floor in front of staff and sent sex toys to officers' homes. Mayor Nicholas Sacco would not agree to an interview for this story, and neither would Farley, who became chief about a year ago. The township released a statement Thursday suggesting the allegations are retaliation for scaling back overtime, saying in part, it's highly suspicious that these allegations have only come to light after Chief Farley instituted these reforms.
Why going after your police officers and turning the police station into what they're calling an animal house makes no sense because of turning down overtime. That's the city. That has nothing to do with your officers. Why are you attacking your officers? The guy in the video, the police chief has his shirt off and he's leaning over and shaving his arm hair.
I want to tell you, that would be the one thing that would have caused me to do something.
Not the pooping on the floor?
The pooping on the floor to me is like so egregious and weird. I'm like, I'm not responsible for reporting this. Obviously, this is going to get some attention, right? You shave your arm hair onto my desk. Like, that is absolute, like, that's the most aggressive thing I have ever heard.
You think?
Yes.
What they didn't mention in there was him sticking an officer in the junk with a hypodermic needle.
Whoa.
That's another
Yeah,
thing that he
you
did.
want to talk about the worst?
Yeah, that is more aggressive.
I mean,
you're right.
you're getting
right.
knocked out, man.
He
Yeah.
spiked the coffee pot with Adderall and Viagra.
Okay, this guy should be in prison.
Yeah, how did somebody with that mentality become a police chief?
I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
Somebody who likes to lord it over other people and do things. I'd love to see a record of his arrests, like the stops. I need to see video of that now because you are so gross and disgusting and you feel like you can do anything and you won't have to pay for it. What have you done to people you've arrested? That's what I want to know.
That's a valid question, too. Yeah. Well, obviously, they're looking into this. I can't imagine he's going to be keeping his job much longer. I can't imagine him getting another job in law enforcement.
I mean, I can't imagine him not going to jail for a while.
That, too.
Right? Like, you can't stick someone in the junk with a hypodermic needle.
For real.
You can't do that. Like, that, you should not be in society.
I think spiking the coffee pot is not allowed either.
Well, no, you're making people ingest something.
Yeah.
That's insane.
we had a lawyer call a station years ago because back when I was married, this was probably like 2014, 2015, I knew that my wife was very much into Christmas, but never had like a big Christmas thing, and I wanted to give her like National Lampoons. And I was going to do the whole house in like lights, and I was going to decorate, but there's no way I could get it done without her knowing. So I had the idea to give her some ZzzQuil.
Oh my God!
Without her knowing, so she would sleep. Thankfully, I didn't. And when I told the story on the air, the lawyer called up and said, "Yes, thankfully you didn't, because that could have been like jail time."
Give her ZzzQuil.
Yeah. You're not allowed. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to give someone something that they don't know about.
Need a few hours to myself.
Slipping her a Mickey.
Yeah, pretty much. They said you can't do that.
You cannot do that.
I'm assuming Adderall and Viagra is the same thing.
I mean, what kind of are there pranks like this happening at people's work, and they just have to put up with it?
Oh,
He
reminds me of like Packard from The Office.
Oh, Packard, yeah.
And actually, Packard did do that to Michael Scott.
He took a crap in Michael Scott's office.
Yeah, it was a whole episode
about that. He had to take
up
the carpet.
Yep, rip up the carpet.
Yeah.
Yep, trying to figure out who did it. On to story number 2, we've got a WTF. What the Florida? A 40-year-old man by the name of Christopher Marlowe was arrested for trespassing on Monday. Here's the thing. Completely dressed like a hobo Ronald McDonald. He was in a clown outfit, had makeup on, had a clown nose. Apparently it was some sort of bootleg costume. It was basically the one you get at Spirit Halloween.
Like
that's
Temu.
Just,
that's a Temu clown
It's just
costume.
labeled Ronald.
Yeah.
Right. And that's it.
Richard McDonald.
Yeah, exactly. He had a backpack filled with multiple clown outfits, a pack of 10 red noses. He was at a shopping center at the time, just kind of trespassing. And he had been trespassed there before, so he wasn't allowed back. That's why the police showed up. The cops even called him by name. They knew who he was, Christopher. Problem was he was resisting arrest when they finally got to him. And the body cam footage, this is where I give credit to the police officers that arrested him and the police department that did, because legally they have to release the body cam footage of what's going on. But it's filled with expletives, as Christopher is obviously drunk and not happy he's being arrested. Well, take a listen to what the city police did with the video instead of your normal beeps and bleeps.
Okay.
They had a little fun with it. Here's the body cam footage video.
Don't go anywhere, Chris. You're not free to leave.
Yeah, I know something. I'm going.
No, you're not free to leave. You're under arrest now. Put your stuff down.
What? You rob me?
Put your stuff down.
Put your stuff down. No, sleep. On the ground.
Now! Turn over now. Turn over now.
Come on.
Turn over now.
Yeah. Turn over. God. Give me your other arm. Give me your other arm.
How? You gotta tug on the face.
Stupid.
Have a seat.
Yeah, it's such a couch here. Burn it.
Hey, why don't you arrest those motherfuckers? Stupid motherfucker. You look like a clown.
No, I am a cop. I've been a cop since I was...
Oh my gosh.
No bleep and blank. I am a clown.
Stupid.
Oh, my God. Good on that police department. That's
right.
Good job.
The only thing missing is the Benny Hill music.
Yeah, I don't know whose idea that was, but man, that was good. Good on you.
That was great.
Christopher is probably going to, spend a couple days in jail and be about his merry way, dressed as a clown again. I'll tell you what, I do love the old honking noise. My father was a clown in the Shrine Circus when I was growing up, and we used to have all the it was fun to play with.
Did he wear the big clown shoes?
Oh, he had it all.
He had it all.
Yeah.
Is he a happy clown or a sad clown?
He is a happy clown.
Okay.
Yep, Chip the clown.
Chip.
Yep.
Oh, you're the son of Chip the clown?
I am the son of Chip the clown. Yeah, he had these mustard and ketchup bottles, but it was strings.
Yes.
You'd walk out, you'd like, and everyone would freak out, and the string would come out.
Oh, Chip! I'm pulling a classic.
Yeah, Chip the clown. There you go. That's your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. You know, it's a Friday. Real quick, let me say this. Coming up in about 30 minutes, maybe just a tad less than 30 minutes, we've got tickets for Garbage if you want to go check them out. In fact, not one, not two, but 3 pair of tickets to give away, which means we got to play everybody's favorite game show. Don't blow it for everyone. Yes. Yeah, so we'll play that coming up here in just about 30 minutes if you want to win tickets to see Garbage. It's going to be 72 today. It's Friday. You're going to want to get out for the weekend because it's going to be in the 70s all weekend long. And so your mind's going to be wandering. You're not going to want to get a lot of work done. So if you're looking to kill some time, I found this website called you'regettingold.com. Except there's a period after YOU.RE, gettingold.com. And all you do is you type in your birthday and it breaks down what has happened in your life since your birthday. Like I typed in my birthday of March 21st, 1977, and my heart has beaten approximately 1,753,979,043 times.
Wow.
44 times, 45. It's got a counter that's going.
It's still going.
Yep. It told me this. My birthday is closer to the Walmart crash, or when the Walmart crash began, October 24th, 1929, than it is to today. I am 17,315 days away from the stock market crash.
Wow.
But my birthday is 17,539 days away from today. Like it just shows you all these things. It breaks it down from when you were an infant, like May 25th, 1977, the original Star Wars movie was released. I was 2 months old. As a child, January 28th, 1986, I was 8 when the Space Shuttle Challenger blew up.
Wow.
Gives you a whole breakdown.
I was in college when that happened.
Of the 100,000 people born on the same, out of 100,000 people born on the same day as you, approximately 93,449 are still alive. So I'm beating the odds. Kelly, hold on, I want to go back. When's your birthday, Kelly?
July 2nd.
Let's see, 7 seconds.
July 2nd, 1964.
All right, 64. Let's see what happened on your birthday. Let's see here.
I do believe I ushered in a civil rights era. I know
did.
that.
Yeah. I want to see you're closer to. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Your birthday is closer to the Russian Social Democratic Party split into 2 groups, the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks, than you are to today. That was November 17th, 1903 when that happened.
How about oh my God.
Yeah. You are closer.
Great.
You are closer to that than you are to your actual birthday.
Okay.
Let's see how you rank. Out of 100,000 people born on the same day as you, approximately 84,977 are still alive.
Oh.
So you're right there.
Okay, I'm in it.
All right, let's see. One more thick. When's your birthday?
January 23rd.
123.
1968.
1968. All right, I want to see what's closer to your birthday. Francisco Madero proclaims the election of 1910 null and void, sparking the Mexican Revolution.
Hey!
You are closer to the Mexican Revolution than you are to today. Just so you know.
That's crazy.
Got that in your bank. So go check it out. You.aregettingold.com if you're looking to kill some time today. 99.7 The Blitz.
It's the Morning Blitz.
Coming up next, the 3 things you need to know.
Well, guys, hash browns order at a Grove City Waffle House came with a little something extra.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you what, coming up next.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Guys, this is so gross, but a man named Kai Eccles contacted 6 on Your Side because he says he went to a Grove City Waffle House with a group of friends this month, ordered hash browns smothered and covered with cheese and onions, took a bite, chomped down on something hard, and it was a human tooth. And he's like,
oh no!
He's like, it did not come out of my head. I don't know whose tooth it was. It was not mine. So he says he notified the staff. They had their regional manager contact him. She was very apologetic. She says she spoke to everyone on duty that day to see if any of them was missing a tooth. Can you imagine that meeting? And she says it's a possibility that the tooth came from a distribution center, that it got there. It was in the hash browns before it arrived at that Waffle House. I don't know. That's what she said was a possibility. But Kai Eccles has no answers yet as to where it came from, and he really would like to know the answer to that. He also says he is in contact with the liability department at Waffle House.
Just listen to all the people working that are yelling out the orders, and listen for the one that goes, "Give me sausage and scrambled eggs, please." That's the one.
There's your guy.
Right there.
Okay.
Oh, a tooth.
A tooth.
I'm Kai.
I'm Kai.
I mean, you are going to Waffle House. Do you expect much more than that?
I mean, I do like my food tooth-free.
Is that when you order your hash browns capped? Thank you.
All right. Yes. The search for 4 U.S. Army. Oh my gosh, this freaks me out so much. The search for 4 U.S. Army soldiers who went missing in Lithuania during a training exercise this week is now a recovery mission. They're like, there's absolutely, they are not alive. The soldiers, all based in Fort Stewart, Georgia, were in an M88 Hercules armored vehicle in Lithuania. That vehicle is believed to have been swallowed up by a swamp. They think this vehicle, it's 70-ton vehicle, sank to the bottom, 6 feet down under the surface of this swamp. So they have got so many people working to extract this armored vehicle right now. They say it's really complicated. They're having a very difficult time figuring out how to pull this bad boy out, but hundreds of people are working.
Yeah, how would you...
I don't know. It's a swamp. I don't know if it's like quicksandish or what.
Yeah.
But it's a swamp.
Thick mud,
all that.
It's not like you can swim through it to get down there to hook up a chain of some sort.
They've got a big excavator on the scene right now and all. That's just awful. Anyway, a Milwaukee man. We were talking about weird things that happen in the workplace, like the sergeant in that story you had pooping on the floor in front of his coworkers,
the police station,
in the police station. Well, this guy, a Milwaukee man, has been arrested for poisoning his coworker's pop with Gorilla Glue more than once. So this man, his name's Joseph Ross. He's 34 years old. He's been charged with placing foreign objects in edibles. So the woman, she hasn't been identified, but she told police she suspected something was being done to her pop because she did notice a strong chemical smell and taste after she took a sip once, and she kind of felt sick after drinking it. Tossed it, and then it happened again, like at day after day. And she's like, what? Something's going on. So she sets up a hidden camera. Completely busts this guy, caught video of this guy, Joseph Ross, squeezing something from a small bottle into her can of pop. She calls the cops. They come to the scene. They talk to him. They're like, hey, you're caught here on video. Like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I was putting supplements in her drink.
Okay. You can't do that either.
Nope.
No. But officers then were like, hey, do you mind if we look at you didn't do anything right. We can look at your desk, right? He's like, yeah, no problem. Well, they ended up finding latex gloves and a bottle of Gorilla Glue that looked exactly like the bottle of stuff he was squeezing into her pop.
What does that do to your innards?
I don't know. I don't know. But Gorilla Glue, okay, I must be buying the wrong Gorilla Glue because I don't think it works that well.
I've had some of it work and some of it not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully she got the kind in her pop that doesn't work that well. It just slid right out.
Right out, yeah.
Anyway, he was arrested and charged. No word on a motive. He will be in court next week, and those are your 3 things.
If you're looking for something to drink this weekend, as we get into the 70s, you might chill a little outside, something cool to drink. I did not know this, but Mountain Dew has got hard Mountain Dew.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something that you can pick up. They actually have a Code Red version now. And in fact, Hard Mountain Dew Code Red is trying to help out a small percentage of the population, because you may not know this, but redheads just make up 2% of the population. It's a very small number when it comes to overall numbers. And here's the deal. Mountain Dew Red wants redheads to get some lovin' too. So, Mountain Dew Red is giving out free subscriptions to dating websites for the purpose of finding redheads on the dating websites so redheads can get some lovin' too.
Now, who doesn't love a redhead? That's what I don't get.
I got one.
Redheads are gorgeous. I was always jealous of a good, shocking head of red hair. My gosh. Oh, I love it. Like Helly R on Succession, on Severance.
Yeah.
Helly R. Like her, I mean, how can you get more beautiful than that with that beautiful red hair?
She's like a redhead. Yep. My first fiance was redhead.
Oh.
Who else? Isla Fisher.
Yeah, Isla Fisher. She's a good looking one. Yep. So,
Who's a dude with red hair?
Ed Sheeran.
Ron Howard.
Yeah, but he looks like a swollen bridge troll. Like he's. I wouldn't put him up there. Have you seen his face? His face looks like Stewie from Family Guy. It's very it's very wide.
Yeah.
How about Rupert Grint? The guy in the Harry Potter movies plays Ron Weasley.
Oh, yeah.
He's cutie. He's a cutie.
Okay. He looks like he's been stung by one too many bees. Like he's just kind of.
You are so mean.
So if you want to head out, get yourself some hard Mountain Dew code RED. You can then sign up for. And here's the deal: you get to choose which dating website. So they're not going to make you go to Tinder. They're not going to make you go to Bumble. You get to choose which one you want.
But you get like the premium version of it, the paid version.
Yes, the paid version.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Is there a website for just redheads? I mean, because they've got farmersonly.com.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a clown website, a clown dating app. So is there a redhead only?
What about the ones for people in their like 70s or whatever? Isn't it like Our Time?
Our Time, yeah. So the redhead one, they can do like nosouls.com or something like that. That might work out.
Okay, what about this? Redheaddates.com. They call it a ginger dating site.
Okay, there you go. Ginger a go-go. That'd be a great one. Yeah. So get out this weekend, get yourself some hard Mountain Dew code RED and a free subscription to a dating website. 99.7 The Blitz. All right, here we go. Time for Don't Blow It for Everyone. We've got Garbage tickets up for grabs. If you want to see Garbage at Kimball live Wednesday, October 1st, tickets actually go on sale today at 10 a.m. if you want to pick those up. Or you can just win them right now before you can even buy them. We need 3 contestants, 800-821-9970, because we're not giving away 1 pair. We're not giving away 2 pair. We've got 3 pair of tickets to give away. You are playing as a team, and either all of you win or none of you win. So, if you would like to play, 800-821-9970 right now, and hopefully we can give away some tickets.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Well, that's unfortunate. You should be happier more than that.
Right?
I mean, really. That's a sad, sad life. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Rocky, how you doing?
Good, Rocky. Hang on 1 second. You're one of our contestants. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Kaylin.
Kaylin. All right, Kaylin, hang on 1 second. One more contestant. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Aaron.
Aaron, perfect. All right, Rocky, Kaylin, Aaron, here's the deal. You guys are playing Don't Blow It for Everyone. Very simple. You're each going to get your own question. You cannot help each other out. If all 3 of you get your question correct, all 3 of you are getting tickets. If one of you gets your question wrong, game over. That's it. Dial tone. No goodbye, no sayonara, no thanks for playing. You just get hung up
Cut
on.
off, baby.
Just like that. So, Rocky, you called in first. So you get the first question. Rocky and only Rocky. Here we go. Ian Ziering is 61 today. He's the star of the Sharknado movies and the show that taught us all the zip code of Beverly Hills, which is what?
I don't know.
Oh, darn it.
Come on. That's a pretty simple question.
90210.
Darn it.
All right. You want to try it again? Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Steve.
Steve. Good morning, Steve. You hang on 1 second. Let's see here.
No. I just had a...
What?
You had a story on the Waffle House.
Oh.
And my boss called me.
Oh.
Well, Steve, you hang on. We want to talk to you about the Waffle House, but you hang on 1 second here. Because, I definitely want to talk about Waffle House. Who doesn't want to talk about Waffle House? Let's see. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Gus. You can call me Gustavo.
Gustavo! What's going on, Gustavo? You hang on 1 second. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Tammy.
Tammy?
Yeah.
All right, Tammy, can you turn your radio down for me? Thank you so much. You're going to be one of our contestants. And let's get one more. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Steven.
Steven, all right. Gustavo, Tammy, Steven, playing Don't Bluff for everyone. Here we go. Your 3 questions to help each other out. Gustavo, you called in first, so you get the first question. Here we go. Sam Walton would have celebrated a birthday tomorrow. He is the founder of which store, Gustavo?
I don't know.
Okay, well, there goes that.
Oh, dang.
I'm trying here.
You're trying.
I am trying to give these tickets away. One more. Do we have enough for one more round?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. One more try. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Gerald.
Gerald. All right, Gerald, hang on 1 second. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Brad.
Brad, you hang on 1 second. You're one of our contestants. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Steven.
Steven, getting back through. You're fast on the dial. All right. All right, here we go. One more time. Gerald, you get the first question. No one else can answer this question except for Gerald. Here we go. Gerald, which drink is made with vodka, tequila, light rum, triple sec gin, and a splash of Coca-Cola?
Not quite a clue.
Oh, no.
What am I doing wrong here? I can't make these much simpler. We're going to have to hang on to these tickets. We're out of time.
What's the drink, though?
Long Island iced tea.
You don't know the drink?
No.
Really?
But I knew, I would have guessed Long Island, I think, just because I know it has a ton of liquor.
A ton of liquor in it, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had Long Island's one and one time only on my 21st birthday.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, gosh. How many?
man.
7.
7.
Never again.
That'll get you.
That is like probably my wife's favorite drink that I make.
Oh, really?
I make a great one. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm wondering.
It's all the white liquors, the 5 whites.
I'm wondering if my shoes are still sitting in downtown Traverse City where I kicked them off after I puked all over them on the night of my 21st birthday.
Yeah, she's always good until she has a 3rd one.
Yeah,
and then that changes
over.
everything.
Game over. All right, we'll hang on to these tickets and try again next week. 99.7 The Blitz. You know, sometimes you hear something and it just somehow hits you in the right spot. It gets ingrained in you and it just sticks with you. So what's something that you heard that has stuck with you ever since you heard it? It could be a piece of advice. Could be a limerick. Could be a lesson. Mm-hmm. Could be a life hack. What's something you heard that just stuck with you? I was talking with an old boss one time, and I've shared the fact that my brother is a Broadway producer. He's very good at what he's one of the best there are right now. One of the most renowned, but he's he's the business side of things, and he's very good at that. Well, I've spent my life behind the microphone, and someone once told me there are 2 types of people in the world. There are people that perform at the comedy club, and there are people that own the comedy club. And that's just the way it is. And the people that own the comedy club can run a great business, but they're not going to get up on stage and entertain the crowd or tell jokes. They're more, they're the numbers people as opposed to the performers. And it kind of made sense as to why my brother and I are so different. Makes sense. Have you heard something, Kelly, that's just really stuck with you?
Yes.
Since you heard it?
And mine is similar. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. My husband and I were talking at one point just about relationships and what makes them work. And he said there are 2 kinds of people in this world. And he always gives my nieces and nephews this advice. There are givers and there are takers. Do not end up with a taker. End up with a giver. Like, if you're a giver, you need to end up with a giver.
Yeah. I see that causing a lot of problems.
Yeah.
If you're a giver and you're with a taker, so your natural instinct is to give.
And they're just take.
That'll drain you quick.
It's like nothing really. The relationships that work the best are 2 givers.
Well,
together.
how bad is a relationship with 2 takers?
Yeah, right. Drain each other dry. Nobody's given and everyone's taken.
That's just a nuke being dropped. If you've got one, 800-821-9970 or 99-700.
While I do listen to Colin Cowherd, he does have a saying that I heard him say years ago, and it applies to me absolutely. That is, I have 2 seasons, football season and waiting for football season.
Right, yeah, no, I can totally see that. 800-821-9970. If you've got something that just stuck with you, I want to hear it. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Bruce.
Bruce, do you got something that just stuck with you ever since you heard it?
Yeah, actually, guy I worked with 35 years ago. I considered him a slacker, a stoner. He couldn't wait.
Don't talk about thick that way.
Yeah. And anyway, he told me once, and it stuck with me. Everybody says time goes faster. Well, it does. If you think of it relatively, when you're 5 years old, a year is a fifth of your life. When you're 20, it's a 20th of your life. And when you're 60, it's only a 60th of your life. So it goes by faster.
It does, yeah. It seems like I've noticed it as I've gotten older. I'm like, another birthday?
Yeah.
Another birthday?
Just keep flying.
At that point, it just speeds up. I mean, when you're on the downhill side of life, things gain speed when they're heading downhill. So that's all there is to it. Thanks so much for the call, man. 800-821-9970 or 99700. Sean, I agree with you. There's truth behind every joke.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That is absolutely true. Mark says, the one thing that stuck with him, never pay full price for a late pizza. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Can totally see that.
All right. One time, we have all talked about being in therapy at one time or another in our lives. Maybe not all of us, but at least you and I have.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, I remember my therapist saying, I want to tell you something, Kelly. Nobody is thinking about you. Like, you think everybody's looking at you, everybody's judging you, and she said, nobody is. They're thinking about themselves.
Yep.
Nobody's thinking about you.
I got into it. I got into it yesterday because I was waiting at one of the golf holes yesterday. I was scrolling through Facebook, and I came to find out that the one, what we call program director, bosses in radio are called program directors. And I had a program director I worked for a very short period of time, and we just butted heads. It only lasted a few months. He ended up firing me. One of my old morning co-hosts now works at his radio station out in Salt Lake City. And I'm like, I wonder if they're talking about me. I wonder if they're talking about me. Are they comparing? Because of 2 people that don't like me, those are probably 2 people that don't like me.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Byron.
Byron, what's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you?
When I was a little kid, I'd be out in the backyard. Me and Grandpa would share a beer, and I was like 10 or so. And he always told me, there's nothing wrong. You want to drink, but you do not drink and drive. It'll kill you. And if I ever catch you drinking and driving, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
okay.
That's good.
I love that you were sitting back sharing a beer at 10 years
At
old.
10.
I mean,
Very nice.
Got to start somewhere. I love it. Byron, thanks for the call. All right, 800-821-9970. We want to hear from you. What's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you? 99.7 The Blitz. All right, what's that one thing you heard one time? Someone told you, you read it somewhere, saw it on a billboard, and it just stuck with you ever since. Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things.
Okay.
That stuck with
right.
me. That definitely stuck with me. Mindy, good morning. What's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you?
Good morning. I always tell my kids, live your life as if everything is known.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't get it. What?
Well, then nothing can come back and bite you in the ass if you live your life as if everything is known.
Like all your secrets?
Just, don't do sneaky things.
Okay.
Live your life.
Right.
I gotcha.
As if somebody's always watching.
Yes,
you.
Yes. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes.
Nothing can ever come around and get you because
Yes.
you lived your life as if everybody knows what you're doing.
Very
So live your life as
good.
if
Very
everything is known.
Mindy, I love it.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. Stephen, good morning. Stephen, what's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you?
So I am the middle child of 5, and my mom always catches up and lies. And one thing my mom has always told us is it's easy to tell the truth, but you have to remember the lie.
That is true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true. If you think someone's lying, start asking some questions with some details to it, and you'll find out real quick.
20 years later, she still yells at me from when I was younger.
Stephen, thanks for the call, man.
You hear, though, that's why, like in a police interrogation, that's why they ask you to repeat your story like 50 times.
Yeah. You can't got to remember all the details.
Yeah.
Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Chuck.
Chuck, what's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you?
I remember this song from like 4th grade. I don't know why, but it stuck with me. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. Had a lot of hair, but it wasn't on his head. That one day, shooting at some food up through the ground came a lady in the nude.
Lady in the nude. Oh, wait, that's a different version.
No, it's
than
a dirty takeoff on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Okay.
That's pretty funny.
That's an interesting one to stick with you. Thanks for the call, man. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Hayden.
Hayden, what's that one thing that just stuck with you?
I got 2 of them, if you let me. Wrap it before you tap it. And the other one is respect is earned, not given.
All right.
Both.
All right.
Both deep
good
life
advice.
lessons.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks for the call. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Kim.
Kim?
Yeah.
Kim, what's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you ever since you heard it?
So it's something I heard and my father did. About 4 years old, he sat me up on the counter, gave me a big fat cigar, lit it, told me to take a big, huge inhale.
What?
Yeah.
Was that his way to get you to never smoke?
Exactly.
Did it work?
Oh, yeah, because the burning sensation in my lungs, I can still feel 43 years
Wait,
later.
how old were you at the time?
I was about 4 years old.
What?
I do believe your dad would be in trouble.
Isn't that a call to Child Protective Services? Like, isn't that...
Not back in the day,
Hey,
though,
I'm
right?
gonna
Not
tell you-
back in the day.
Right.
All the cigarettes
And
I
I'm
smoked,
telling you,
I'll give him credit.
I tried to smoke a cigarette scent, and I cannot bring myself to inhale.
That is
At all.
insane.
But, girl, you said there's a picture of you smoking that cigar?
Yeah, so there's a picture of me sitting on the countertop with my legs crossed, with this cigar in my fingers.
I got to see this picture.
Is the statute of limitations over? Because
Yeah,
that
I think
seems
so.
like evidence. That's wow.
I think he gave a great lesson. She never smoked.
That's
That's
right.
awesome.
There's
It worked. Yeah.
That would, that would not fly today.
No.
Oh, wait, let me ask. Did you do the same to your kids?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough.
My daughter has seen what smoking does to family, and
Yeah.
that was her lesson.
Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you for the call. Your dad is nuts. Have a great one. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Katie.
Katie, what's that one thing you heard that just stuck with you?
If you have one foot in the past and one foot in the future, you're pissing all over today.
That's a good one. Absolutely. Blitz, good morning. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
Silas.
Alice.
Silas.
Silas. I'm sorry. What's that one thing you heard that stuck with you?
Wise man once said, "He who stand on toilet is high on pot."
Yeah.
Is high on pot.
Confucius. Confucius say. I love it. Thanks for the call.
All right. Chad texted in, knowledge is knowing tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing it does not belong in fruit salad.
Amen.
That's good.
That is very
That's good.
true. What else you got over there? What was that other
Oh,
one you
right.
had?
Glenn said, righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Here's the thing, though. I still have a question. Left, when you're... is this left? Or is this is to the right?
Clockwise is right.
Counterclockwise is right.
Is left.
Counterclockwise is left. Clockwise is right.
Clockwise is right.
Yeah.
Okay. See?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
The top. Which way is the top going?
Which way is the top
The
going?
top going to the right or to the
Okay,
left.
there we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Now I finally know.
Now, I'm sure you guys have heard the saying, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
I've heard that my whole life, and I always thought it was a silly name. Last year, I found out that was a real product.
Lemon peasy?
I didn't know there was a such thing. There was a liquid called Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy.
Oh, I love it.
I did not know
you
that.
didn't know
What was
either?
it? Was it a cleaning product or something?
Yeah.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Would assume,
It's
yeah.
got a nice lemony smell to it.
Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
It's Casey.
All right, and what's the one thing you heard that has always stuck with you?
So when I was a little kid, I was pretty absent-minded, always in my own head. I wasn't very observant, and my mom was taking me to kindergarten one morning, which is only a half a block from our house, quick drive. It took me a while before I noticed that we had been going for a long time. And I look outside the window and see trees that are unfamiliar, and I ask my mom where we're going.
we arrive at a pond with a bunch of ducks. And I was asked her why we weren't going to school, which said some things are more important than going to school for an afternoon. So I never would have remembered what I learned in kindergarten that day, but I always remember feeding the ducks with my mom.
Oh.
So going into my adulthood, I think things are important. I always think to myself, feed the ducks today, Casey.
Oh, my gosh, do I love that story. That's so great.
You just made Kelly's heart grow 100 times.
Oh, it's really...
Kelly makes my heart grow 100 times every morning.
Oh, isn't that nice? I really thought you were going to say made something else grow 100 times, but I'm glad you didn't. Have a great one, man.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
An update on where the case stands against Bobby George, who owns Town Hall, Rebel, and Mandrake here in Columbus. He's a restaurateur. He also owns many more establishments in Cleveland. In fact, Bobby George is a big deal in Cleveland. Last August, he was arrested and charged with attempted murder, kidnapping, strangulation, and rape. A woman is accusing Bobby George of choking her, slamming her head against the ground, causing a concussion, shoving a towel down her throat, etc., and so forth. It just gets worse from there. And because Bobby George has so many high-level connections in the Cleveland area, they have now had to appoint a special prosecutor from another county to handle the case. And she says once this case is complete, which it is not yet, but she will be presenting it to a grand jury. There's just no timeline on that yet. MLB TV back up and running after baseball fans trying to enjoy opening day encountered issues yesterday afternoon. How do you watch baseball these days? Please tell me. We have to get like the app wherever they're running the Reds games. We have to buy that. It's like $100 for the season. It's not Bally's. It's something else.
I know up in Detroit, it's Bally's for the Tigers. Yeah.
Reds
That's still crazy.
App.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
FanDuel. FanDuel? No, sorry, that's not right.
I think your husband's lying to you. Trying to play some bets.
Is it the MLB app? It might be the MLB app. Guys, I don't know. Anyway, thousands of users who wanted to watch one of the 14 scheduled games yesterday logged onto the app, to the MLB TV app, and were met with the message, network error. Please check your network connection and try again. They did manage to get it up and running within a few hours. Of course, the league is offering MLB TV package as an add-on to stream every out-of-market game for $29.99 a month. So $30 a month to watch baseball. I don't know. We're getting something to watch the Reds. I just don't know what it is. Whatever the app is. It might be that one. But it's been a weird thing trying to watch baseball these past few years.
Yeah.
My gosh.
That's everyone trying to make their money and all the apps trying to own ownership of their product. And
we had to get Fubo TV a couple of years ago to watch.
Yeah, what did you get rid of that you used to what? Was it DirecTV?
No, we got rid of YouTube TV. We got Fubo.
No, but I mean before that.
Huh?
Like back before COVID, what was your cable service?
We used Spectrum up until we switched to YouTube TV.
They had Bally's, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I used to have Bally's until I got rid of one. I think it was on. I thought it was DirecTV, maybe, but yeah, because we had all these different Bally's.
And then, it's like if you want to listen to it on the radio, like WLW or something, you're listening to it on your phone. If you're streaming it, it cuts out the game. You can't listen to the game streaming. Oh. Like from the radio station for some weird reason. I don't know, man.
Broadcast
it's just
rights.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
It's impossible. All right, let's talk about Gene Hackman. The bodies of Gene Hackman and his wife are still in the morgue. They were found dead in February inside their home in New Mexico, and both bodies are yet unclaimed, but officials say it could be because the family's making funeral arrangements, but I don't know, man. Hackman, I guess, had a very difficult relationship with his kids, and they weren't around each other much as adults. He wasn't around much when they were growing up, so there's a whole thing there. I don't know, but
you still got to pick them up. Like,
I know.
You got to do something.
So maybe they're just working it out. Maybe it's just taking a little time there.
Hope so.
You hope so. But it feels like a month is a long time to be in the morgue, doesn't it?
That is a very long time.
When the investigation's done.
Yes.
Yeah. So, all right. Anyway, we know Hackman's wife died from hantavirus, and the actor died from heart disease and advanced Alzheimer's. So what a terrible story all the way around. Very sad end.
And the body's got to start decomposing, right?
Well, I think if you're in the morgue, they're somehow, aren't they? Like, if you're embalmed, I think you're good.
You're good?
And maybe do they keep you in one of those drawers?
Like a chiller?
Yeah.
Like the pull out?
Yeah, they pull that
the bottom
big
freezer door
out.
at
Oh,
the
dude.
bottom of your fridge? All right.
Grim. All right, those are your 3 things.
Monster Jam coming to the Shot April 4th through April 6th. You want a 4-pack of tickets to go hang out and see all the Monster Jam fun? 800-821-9970 right now. We got your chance to win some tickets. We're going to play Greater Than, Less Than. Do you remember, this was going around the interwebs for a while, the big debate. Are there more wheels or more doors in the world? It was going around the World Wide Webs for a while. People were debating. More wheels or more doors in the world? What do you think, Kelly?
Golly, I'm going to say wheels.
You're going to say wheels?
Yeah.
Thick, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to say wheels.
Okay. Is there a reason you think that?
Well, just because every home almost probably has at least one vehicle, and that one vehicle has 4 wheels compared to 2 doors. Now, if your home's got 3 vehicles, you got 12 wheels.
Wait. 2 doors. Bathroom door, 3 bedrooms.
Oh, I was thinking of entry and exit doors.
Oh,
okay.
door. That's a door right there.
Yeah, it's absolutely
doors.
Yeah, it's doors.
We change our lines.
Okay.
Is it right?
Well,
what is it?
Wait. Look at your chair. There's 5 wheels.
Oh my God!
There's 5 wheels on your chair right now.
You keep blowing our minds. Now we're changing back, right, Thick? Are we changing back? Wheels?
Man, this became a really tough question. Yeah, I know, because I got 2 of these chairs in my office at home. I got to go wheels.
Okay, you go wheels, I'll go doors. Who's right?
One of us is going to win, damn it.
There are 33 billion doors across the world. 37 billion wheels.
It's that close.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
You think toys, shopping carts at the grocery store, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So I found a whole list of this kind of stuff. So we're going to play Greater Than, Less Than. Let's get a contestant on the phone for these Monster Jam tickets. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Chris.
Chris. All right, Chris, we're playing Greater Than, Less Than. If you want to use Thick and Kelly as a lifeline, feel free to do so. Here's your question, Chris. I'm sorry. Chris, plastic bottles or paper clips? Do you think in the United States, are there more plastic bottles or are there more paper clips?
Plastic bottles?
Say plastic bottles. There are 11 billion paper clips in the United States.
Oh.
500 billion plastic bottles.
Wow, you got it, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah. Chris, are there more trees in the world or more stars in the Milky Way galaxy?
Oh, just the galaxy.
Just the galaxy.
Okay.
Milky Way galaxy or trees on Earth?
I'd say the galaxy.
There's about 200 or so billion stars in the Milky Way. 3 trillion trees on Earth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, let's try this one. Chris, are there more Hot Wheels cars or more real cars?
I'm going to throw a lifeline to Kelly.
Kelly, what do you think? More Hot Wheels cars or more real cars?
Oh, I'm going to say Hot Wheels.
You're going to say Hot Wheels?
I don't know, though. It's like every kid's got more than one Hot Wheel, right?
Yes, tons.
Do you agree, Thick?
You've got a fleet.
I think there's more real cars.
Okay.
There are 6 billion real cars in the world. 16 billion Hot Wheel cars.
Yes.
Wait, what did he say?
Chris, we got it right. He went with
Kelly.
me. I was his
Kelly,
lifeline.
yep.
Oh, good.
All right, last one. Chris, are there more spoons or more forks? In the world, are there more spoons or more forks? Chris, are you there?
Yes, there it is.
Oh, there you are. Chris, more spoons or more forks?
Man. I say spoons.
Spoons is the correct answer.
Yes.
In fact, most sets will come with more spoons.
Yeah, because you can eat everything with a spoon. You can't eat everything with a fork.
Very true. And then if you think of like serving utensils and things like that, a lot of spoons. So, Chris, you know what? We're going to hook you up. 4-pack of tickets for Monster Jam at the Shot coming up April 4th through the 6th. All right, you hang on 1 second. We'll get you hooked up. 99.7 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story today takes us overseas to Westcliff, Essex, over in England, because Mark Kirby is being arrested for funeral fraud. Apparently, he runs the Basildon Crematorium and has been organizing funerals in the area and taking deposits from people who have had family members passed. However, I don't know how this works out. Apparently, he's kind of like a third party that does cremations, but uses other people's crematoriums to do the cremations.
Okay.
Well, all these deposits he's taking, people are now finding out he is banned from using these crematoriums. So he's basically just collecting the money and leaving the bodies. Several funeral homes and businesses said, no, this man is not allowed in here. He does not have permission to use our crematorium, and so you should not be using this man.
What gets you banned from using a crematorium? You gotta wonder. What got him banned?
You think it would be a lot. You think it would be a lot. So
were they all missing their gold teeth?
Yeah, Kirby is now arrested and is facing not only jail time, but of course restitution for all the money he has stolen. And you can't be frauding people when they're also dealing with the loss of a family member. That's just wrong. If you're a fan of B-rated horror movies, there's a chance that you saw the 2010 movie Sharktopus.
Sharktopus.
For real?
Yeah, there was a movie made in 2010. Well, apparently life imitates art, because marine biologists in New Zealand just caught a real-life Sharktopus. Now, here's the thing. This is the beginning stages of what could turn into something really, really bad, because what they did catch was a octopus riding on the back of a shark. I don't know if the octopus got tired. I don't know what's going on there. But
that is a power move.
That is.
Isn't it?
Octopus is just chilling right behind the dorsal fin. Is that right?
Got a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, he's got one leg wrapped around the fin, just like, let's go!
The other 7 flipping the bird.
Yeah, just waving in the water. Here's the problem. If somehow they do figure out how to mate and we end up with a real-life Sharktopus, the vengeance of a great white shark, and the brains and sci-fi ability of an octopus to be able to like change colors and morph and change its skin style and open up jars. Game over.
I mean,
game over.
What else do you need in life?
Sharktopus will be the end of us all.
Yeah.
I did have an ex, and I did call her one time Sharktopus because it was very, very bad.
What?
Very bad. 99.7 The Blitz. Growing up in Detroit, I was always happy that we had some great musicians that came out of Detroit and following along and sing, starting with Motown and all the way up through Eminem and Kid Rock. But as I've now lived here for 3 months or so, coming up on 3 months, I found that Columbus has their own little group of great musicians.
Yeah, we got a few.
And we are honored to have one in the studio with us right now. Doobie, what's going on, man?
What's up, you guys?
How are you?
You know what? As I like to say, same poop, different toilet.
Right, yeah.
You know.
Who's the little man you got with you?
I got my son, EJ, with me.
What's up? Hi, EJ. How are you?
Will you look at his Marvel suit?
He's
like a Canadian tuxedo. It's super cool. These red shoes. This kid is like...
But he's got the Marvel hoodie underneath the Canadian tuxedo. That's pretty...
I love it.
Good fit.
He's crushing it right now.
He's crushing it,
I don't even know if he can hear us, but,
He's got the headphones on. He can hear us.
Okay.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us.
Thumbs up?
Or don't move. That's fine, too. Okay, great.
There we
go. Worth a shot. Been getting some big spins here on the Blitz. What a great song. It's interesting because your I don't know, like your styles have changed, but I mean, looking back, you definitely you had this hip hop route for a little bit. What made you kind of make the change, or have you always wanted to do both?
I mean, I was raised a rock star. I kind of blew up underground by sampling classic rock songs and rapping over them. And I think this year it was like, yo, let's just go full-fledged rock and see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting because not many people can pull off both. Because going back and listening to some of the hip-hop stuff, sounds nothing like Worth a Shot. So, what was the writing process like between doing all the old hip hop stuff and then doing the rock stuff?
So, with the hip hop stuff, I was producing, writing, and recording all my own stuff. But with the rock stuff, you know, I've welcomed in other producers and writers, and it's been way better. Like, honestly, the process has been easier. We're writing and recording and producing these songs in about 3 hours, which would normally take days and sometimes weeks on records in the past. So, I mean, the process has been a lot funner, and it's crazy because now I live by the code. Like, if it's not fun, I don't want to be in the studio.
Right. Okay.
I don't want anything to do with it. I used to beat myself to death, like, on trying to force things. And we've had good success in the underground rap space, but, right now, everything's fun, and it's just I'm letting everything come to me rather than chase it now. You know.
And you're you're continuing to work on the rock album, right?
Yes. The album actually is wrapped up. It's in the mix and mastering process right now. So
everything's all recorded.
Yes. Yeah. Everything's done.
How many? I always love this question. How many songs did you write for the album versus how many ended up on the album?
Oh, we did. We did about 17 records. 14 made it. Two of which are one's a reimagined record, so didn't write that.
Okay.
Another one's a cover, so didn't write that as well. But other than that, everything is written
off the dome.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got some shows coming up. You're going to be around town April 13th up in Toledo, April 10th in Battle Creek, April 11th in Fort Wayne. You're going to Pierre's. I worked in Fort Wayne for a while, and Pierre's was. Have you been to Pierre's before?
Love Pierre's.
Pierre's is a big, huge event hall, like 4 nightclubs in one. At least it used to be. They had the main room with the main stage that held, like, I don't know, 800-900 people, and then they had the karaoke room off the side. They had the 70s, 80s club off to that
cool.
side.
I like
there
that.
a lot of people that came through. That's a cool little club. So I'm glad you get to go there. So some big shows coming up. I want to do this. I want to play a little game. You gonna hang out in the studio for a minute?
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay. I figure we'll play a little game since we've got Doobie here. What I did was I found a whole bunch of strains of marijuana with funny names, and then I made up my own. And so we're going to play Doobie or Don't Be.
I love it.
Coming up next, we'll play in 3.5 minutes. Speaking of Doobie, here's his song, Worth a Shot, 99.7 The Blitz.
Cheaper thrills, trying to try my luck with a dime. I just want a little change, put it on my homie's tab. I don't like my whiskey on ice. Another round, I'm on a roll, ups the downs, the highs, the lows. Sometimes life don't give you the beer, ice cold. I ain't much of a gambling man, but I'm working with the cards I got. Maybe drinking won't fix my life, but it's damn sure worth the shot. You know these girls are wild, and when they shaking they and showing them the type of problems I need. Cracking the bottle, banging my head, rock and roll is never dead. You ain't know that dude because I ain't much of a gambling man, but I'm working with the cards I got. Maybe drinking won't fix my life, but it's damn sure worth the shot. Stop.
Worth a shot. That's Doobie, Columbus native, rocking out. I'll tell you what, I was just while the song was playing. That's going on the summer boat mix.
Yeah.
For like when we're wakeboarding this summer. That's going on that's a jam right there.
Let's go.
So you grew up here. Where'd you go to high school?
Yes, sir. I went to high school at Licking Heights.
Licking Heights, all right.
I unfortunately got kicked out.
Oh. Wait,
all right. Well, you are officially a rock star. There we go.
What didn't I do?
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
More of the
At one point, they just had enough. They were like, "You're done."
It was fair.
Yeah, looking back, they're like, okay.
I'm a changed man now.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, if you would have asked me 15 years ago, I'd have probably been like, oh, they just hate me.
Right.
I probably deserved it.
So what's what's the next step? You know, we just announced that coming up April 10th, you're going to be in Battle Creek at the Music Factory. The day after that, back down to Fort Wayne at Pierre's. The day after that, in Toledo at Frankie's. You've got the rock album is done. I'm assuming your shows. Do you do a mix of your old hip hop and then your new rock stuff?
Yeah, so that's something that we're definitely trying to incorporate and bring to the genre. One thing I've noticed about rock, I mean, since Linkin Park and Limp Bizkit, I guess all your new metal guys, there hasn't been no DJs or nobody scratching on records. Like the hip hop element, I think it could be very important to rock and metal, especially right now where genre bending is so at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be brought to our attention again.
Little resurgence, if you will.
Yeah, but in a new way, something cool and fresh. The next single that we're going to end up releasing that has some scratching on it, so super pumped to kind of introduce that into the world. But yeah.
Are you just, what happens when you get that phone call from Linkin Park and they're like, we need an opening act?
Oh, I mean,
kind of fits.
I mean,
are you going to tell them no?
Yeah. I might just, no.
You're going to say, we want you to open for us.
Right.
Yeah. You can open for me, man.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, R.I.P. Chester, one of the greatest singers ever. And it's so funny, we were listening to Linkin Park on our way here. My son loves Linkin Park.
Who, by the way, is turning 5, you said, like in a couple of weeks or something.
Yeah.
So jamming out to Linkin Park at 4.
DJ loves Linkin Park.
I like it. I love it. All right, so since we got you here, figured we have a little fun with you because
let's do it.
I mean, having the name Doobie, we gotta play Doobie or Don't Be. All right, this is how this works. I found some names of some actual strains of the devil's lettuce.
Okay.
And then I made up some of my own. And you're going to take a guess as to whether or not the strain is real or not. If it's a real strain, you're going to say Doobie. If it's one I made up, you're going to say Don't Be.
But here's the thing. There's so many strains.
So many.
How am I? Okay, this is a good one. All right, let's get it.
All right, let's try this one. Gorilla Glue.
Doobie.
That's Doobie. Yeah, that's real.
Really?
Absolutely. Yep. Bob Saget OG.
I'm going to say Doobie because I feel like I've seen that before, which is funny. You might think it's not a strain, but
it might be.
That's a real one. No, that's a Doobie.
I mean, there's a Peyton Manning strain now.
I mean,
Fistful of Funk.
Don't Be.
That's a Don't Be. Man, good job. Okay. All right. Cheetah Piss.
Ooh.
Doobie.
That's a Doobie, man.
I mean, you're really not having trouble at all with this.
Not at all.
You guys you're right up my alley here.
I was with you. I would have missed that one.
Doobie Hauser MD.
Don't be.
I want it to be.
That's not. I wish it was. That's a great name. I want to make that strain. It's going to be specifically marketed to kids who are like studying all night. Help clear your brain.
We'll make it a sativa.
And make it a sativa. Yep. And it's going to be Doobie Hauser MD.
Definitely a sativa.
Trademark R with the circle. That's mine. Nobody can have that. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Alien.
Don't be.
No, that's a Doobie. We tricked him.
Crouching
Tiger.
Say it all again.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Alien.
That's awesome.
No.
I want to try it. I definitely want to try it.
All right, let's try this one. Marijuana High, Mecca Heiny Ho.
Don't be.
That's a I made that one up.
Yeah, I was going to say, what book did you pull that from?
That's from Pee Wee Herman.
That is, yeah, it really is. I want to create that strain too.
That's a good one.
Trademark, R, circle.
You're doing good with the name.
Marijuana High, Mecca Heiny Ho. I like that one. Last one. Titty Sprinkles.
Hey.
Doobie.
There's a little kid in the studio.
Because why not?
Why not? And you know what? It is. That is a doobie. How do you walk in? And be like, can I have an ounce of the titty sprinkles, please? Take that.
Can I get a quarter ounce of
Right,
the titty sprinkles?
man. Well, Doobie, cannot wait to see what happens next because I'm honest, man. Worth a Shot is a jam. That song is so good, and if all the other singles are like that, if the album sounds like that, that's gonna be a hit record for sure.
Thank you,
and it'll be so exciting to see another Columbus musician just blow up. And what is it? I mean, is the summer already pretty stacked for you? Stuff going on?
I mean, the way this record is moving every day is just getting more packed and packed.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been, honestly, wow, this is my first record ever at radio. I mean, we've had platinum gold records and never been at radio.
Oh, wow.
Independently.
Yeah.
So this is the first radio record, and it's been opening up so many new doors.
So your
for me.
first radio hit.
Yeah.
It is a hit.
You said independently. You're doing it independently.
Everything's independent.
Have you talked to other musicians? Like, I mean, the one that comes to mind, like Macklemore did his own thing and really blew up and had some success doing everything independently. Are you getting advice from people in the industry, even though you're doing it independently?
Nah. When I say independently, I mean like no help whatsoever.
Right. None. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like me and my brother Highlight, I mean, for the last decade have been at this together, just basically.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Me and him. And it's been wild.
When do you have another local show here? Do you know? Do you have anything booked yet?
Can I announce it? Summer of Sins Festival is coming up. Is it what is it?
July 29th? August 29th.
August 29th.
Through the
Summer of
31st.
Sins Festival. We will definitely be co-headlining that with some
great.
other amazing guests that we can't announce.
And when you playing at home here compared to like in Fort Wayne or whatever, is it crazy when you play
Different
at home?
energy?
Yeah, we usually do Kimba, and
Kimba.
we've done very well. I'm trying to get in the big side. We usually do the smaller side, which is still about 2,200
Yeah,
people.
yeah. You want the outdoor summer show?
I want that
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want that 5,000.
Right, yeah, absolutely. Well, Doobie, nothing but continued success, man. Can't wait to see you blow up even more. Again, if you want to check Doobie out live, you can do so within driving distance, Battle Creek, Michigan, on April 10th at the Music Factory. Day after that over in Fort Wayne, which is just about 2:45 away. That's a Pierre's Entertainment Center, which is a great place to see a show. And then the day after that up in Toledo at Frankie's on April 13th. So, Doobie, thanks, man, for coming in. And we're going to keep blasting Wear the Shot because that song is a jam. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Oh, thank goodness they're building 3 new giant warehouses in central Ohio. 54 acres of land on Taylor Road in Reynoldsburg will be the home of these 3 new warehouses, eventually, they made a point to say eventually it'll bring 400 jobs to the area. No word on which businesses will occupy the buildings, but they are being built as distribution-style buildings, and they're hoping to break ground in July or August.
But they're not saying for what company.
Nope.
Well, it's got to be Amazon, right?
Not necessarily. We've got a giant amount of warehouses around central Ohio, and there are Amazon distribution centers, but I mean, there's I don't know. I guess they're going to be distribution businesses. They could be like, over off Beach Road, or is it not Beach Road? It's Mink Street or whatever. They've got all those like warehouses that are manufacturing things.
Yeah.
And
there's a ton of stuff.
There's just a ton of stuff that can go in that. Data centers, etc. Ugh. I get the feeling they're treating our home as a wasteland. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, where else are they supposed to put it, though?
Dude, I don't know, but not in my backyard.
Put it out in the middle.
Someone else's backyard.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a prison down the street than the 500 warehouses that are littering and making this. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I know maybe that's like an extreme statement, but a prison's just one building, right?
Not necessarily.
A prison complex.
And not to mention the signs you get, because I lived next to it wasn't next to it, but when we drove, there was a Supermax. In fact, in Colorado, south of Colorado Springs, is where they hold like the Unabomber and all the wackos, and they've got signs all for like 10 miles.
Yeah.
Do not pick up hitchhikers. This is a prison area.
Okay, see,
Keep
that's
alert.
interesting to me. But going warehouse after warehouse after warehouse that is completely like just junking up your beloved farmland. It used to be farmland. It used to be like beautiful and quiet and spacious. And now it's just ugly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Junk.
Maybe they're trying to force us all to go move out in the country.
I don't know.
Of course, you were out in the country.
I was out in the country, so have fun with that. Yeah. 6 dead, 23 injured after a tourism submarine crashed in the Red Sea off the coast of Egypt. This gives me such high anxiety. These people, there were 50 people on this submarine, and it goes underwater. There's this excursion that goes to see the coral reef, and something happened because there was a big accident, and 6 people are dead now, 23 people injured.
You don't know what happened?
No. Do you?
They left the screen door open. One of the survivors said they left the screen door open. Whatever door they're supposed to close wasn't closed.
Oh, my gosh.
And the whole thing just started filling with water. Can we also, even as adventurous as I am, submarines are not meant for recreation.
No, agreed.
Let's leave it to the experts. Let's leave it to the Navy.
Yep. Agreed.
I also thought they weren't meant for screen doors. But.
Exactly. What's a screen door doing on a submarine?
Everybody else saying that's as dumb as a screen door on a submarine.
Yeah, that is a real saying.
That's wild.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, a remote Australian town that will soon lose its only doctor is offering a salary of almost $500,000 USD, plus free rent and a car. Like, basically, all expenses paid almost if you will agree to be the doctor of this Queensland town called Julia Creek. Population 500. I mean, how many people could be sick at one time? This is like a sweet, bougie job. However, you are the town's only doctor. The closest hospital is a 3-hour drive away. The closest major city is a 7-hour drive away. And if you want to go to the capital of Brisbane, it's a 17-hour drive.
Nah, see, I'm not living in the outback
This
of
is
Australia.
in the outback. Absolutely. You have to be okay with searing heat. You have to be okay with wild tropical insects. It's probably what you'll be treating a lot, I would assume. Heat stroke and insect bites. But it is described, the current doctor described it as a very quiet pace of life. It is beautiful. This guy says he enjoyed his time there, but he did his 2-year contract and he's out. He's like, my family lives way too far from me now. Like, I can't go visit them easily. It is a sort of difficult in that way. You are cut off.
Yeah.
But he says there is electricity and broadband. If that'll sweeten the pot.
Sweeten the pot a little bit? Yeah, not happening.
All right. Those are your 3 things.
Before you go, Kelly, I 2 days now I forgot to do this.
What?
Because I have a gift for us,
Okay.
Kelly, for you and I.
Okay, great.
Because I was sent a text message on Tuesday night. I meant to do this on Wednesday. I forgot. We got busy. I forgot yesterday, so I want to do it now. Is it? I hope I don't throw this out there. It's common knowledge that Tess from the Blitz is a member through relation of your family.
Oh, yeah, right now she's married to my son.
Married to your son.
Yeah.
Like nepotism, we would say, right?
Pretty much,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Tess and your son.
That's how you got your job, right? Through Tess? I'm just kidding.
They had a date night on Tuesday night.
On Tuesday
night, they went out and about, had a little fun, and they got us a gift. That I gotta go grab it real quick.
All right. I'm excited. What is it?
They heard what was going on in the morning show. So while they were at Dave and Buster's, they went into the little shop there at Dave and Buster's.
Oh my gosh, they are there all the time.
Yeah. Well, they spent a few tickets for us because anytime you double read a text.
Oh, isn't that nice?
They
got a bill.
They knew all about your double reading text. So.
Oh, I'm going to see both of them Sunday. I can't wait to thank them.
We are all set. Next time, text
that damn thing better read when anybody repeats a text.
Sure.
That's all right. I got sound effects.
I'm fine with
I
that.
got sound effect bells on this side of the board.
I'm fine with that. I'm just saying, statistically, it's going to be you.
I like to mic that thing up as well if we could. Just make it really loud. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
That's better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Bell gets his own mic.
Yes.
Yeah, love it.
I love it.
Thanks to Tess and your son
Yep.
for that. So put that out there.
Appreciate it. Love you guys. Yeah.
right, thick moral dilemma. Is this right or wrong?
You're asking me?
Plumbing company in Indiana is in the news because the bistro and bar in Evansville, Indiana, their grease trap was overflowing, which is god-awful. You don't want that in your restaurant. They hired a company called Hervin Plumbing to deal with it. They cleared the clog and charged $35, and the restaurant paid. But then the pipe got clogged again 3 days later. Plumber came back a second time, cleared the pipe a second time, and they charged them again. And this time it was even more than the first time. They charged $3.90 because it was an emergency and not during normal business hours.
Oh, yeah, man. Plumbers are more expensive in the off hours.
Absolutely. In the off hours, you're going to pay for it. The restaurant refused to pay the $3.90, saying they should stand behind their work and it should have been done right the first time. They were shocked that the plumber then came back the next day and plugged the hole with a balloon.
My God.
He plugged the hole with a balloon in the pipe, saying, if you're not going to pay, then you're not going to get the work that I did. The owner of the plumbing company claims the restaurant has a history of being slow to pay their bills. He said he would remove the balloon as soon as they paid it. Do you agree with the plumber?
No, that's
clogging up the pipe again.
I understand why. I'd be mad too. But that's not how you do business. If somebody doesn't pay you, you don't go do damage to the work you've done.
Because the grease trap did overflow again in the kitchen. The restaurant had no choice but to pay, so he would remove the balloon and they could continue operations.
But you have yourself planted a foreign object that wasn't there.
Yeah, it's not like sabotage, or can you get in trouble for that?
That is sabotage. You did sabotage. I understand you cleared it, and you deserve to be paid for the work, but you have now sabotaged their business.
Yeah.
And that's illegal.
Yeah.
So I think he just handled it the wrong way. You know, you take them to small claims court. That's what you do. That's how you do business with somebody who doesn't pay you. Or you get a collection agency.
And I would have to assume...
that's how it works. I'm sorry.
I would have to assume that $3.90, although $390 for services rendered is a chunk of money. But I can't imagine it's not going to put the plumber out of business if he doesn't collect that $390
at that very moment.
Right.
Yeah, you should try to work something out. You know, if you can do it without going through court, collections, whatever.
Right.
Say, look, this is why, you explain it, and then if they won't pay it, you know, I don't know, because it sounds like there's a 50% increase in the off hours. You went from $235 to $390.
Yeah.
So you added 50% more, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what you did. And that's fair. They can do that. I mean, call one on Christmas.
If we have to get something unclogged at our house, sure.
It'd probably be triple.
Yeah.
If you called them on a holiday, you know, and I've known that my whole life. So, I mean, you have to expect it to cost more.
But to have something break 3 days after it was fixed. Now, granted, you're a restaurant. You got the grease. You do pay for a grease trap cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
You thought that it would last longer than 3 days.
You thought that. Why didn't it? And that's where the whole issue is. You, as the restaurant, is it the work they did the first time? Is that why? Because they didn't do the job right? Or is it because you got an issue going on?
That's hard to tell. I mean,
you know,
yeah.
So there needs to be an inspection done. I mean, it's a mess.
It is. Very much a mess. But I agree with you. I don't know if you should go and sabotage someone's
That's not a good business practice.
No.
Because who's going to use you if that review's out there? I mean,
Right.
they probably have hurt themselves now because now you're in the
There's
media.
a chance. Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. There's a chance. 997 The Blitz.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning. Little tidbits of information you get to take with you through your weekend. Maybe impress a friend or a person you're trying to hit on at the bar. These are great icebreakers. I mean, just walk up to them and say, it seems like there have been a lot of plane crashes recently, but still, the odds of dying in a plane crash are still 1 in 13 million.
Yeah.
That's a real good pickup line. Just use that at the bar this weekend. You're actually about 2,200 times more likely to die in a car accident than you are in a plane crash. Way more dangerous to drive than it is to fly. More people have walked on the moon, there have been 12 of them, that have scored an earned run off legendary New York Yankees closer Mariano Rivera in the postseason.
He's amazing.
Only 11 people have done that.
That's incredible.
Welcome to baseball season. Biscotti. You enjoy a biscotti cookie?
Yeah.
Anytime I'm on a plane and they hand out, I think it's American Airlines gives out the biscotti cookies. I always ask for some extra. I never buy them at the store. It's not like I like them that much.
Right?
But if I have them on a plane...
If it's free cookies,
I'm
free
like,
cookie.
yeah, give me some more of those. Biscotti actually comes from the Latin words bis and coctum, which means baked twice.
Coctum.
Coctum. Cocktum.
Coctum.
Cocktum. Damn near killed him.
I couldn't get it up. I was laughing too hard. Why does that never get old?
Never.
Ever.
It is by far my favorite.
And people
line.
will bust out laughing they've heard it a million times, they'll still laugh.
Cocked him. Damn near killed him. Let's see here. The woman who invented the chocolate chip cookie was Ruth Wakefield. She sold the recipe to Nestle in the 1930s in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate.
How about that?
Well, you probably could have charged a little bit more for that recipe.
Yeah. She invented those in her Toll House Inn.
Yeah, her and her husband bought a little inn called the Toll House Inn.
That's why they got nicknamed Toll House Cookies.
Okay, don't
which are
go on
chocolate chip cookies.
Don't go on your tirade
Yeah, well,
again.
we've had a debate in here for a while now. It's annoying to me because chocolate chip cookies are Toll House cookies. I don't care what anybody says.
But Toll House is the company. It's what became the company.
The company didn't exist when they were invented, though. When the chocolate chip cookie was invented, that company didn't exist.
She was a chef, and her and her husband bought the Toll House cookies, and she used to cook for the inn, the people in the inn, and she invented chocolate chip cookies.
Right, and they got nicknamed Toll House Cookies because it was in the Toll House Inn.
But now Toll House makes more than just chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, but they make.
So if you say
cookies.
I want a Toll House cookie, you mean I want a chocolate chip cookie?
Yes. When my grandmother would say, "Want me to make some chocolate chip or some Toll House cookies?" I'd say yes, and she would make chocolate chip cookies.
I don't know. That's like saying I want ice cream and then expecting vanilla to show up. Like, they have other flavors now. When ice cream was invented, there was only one flavor.
No. That's like saying I want a cookie. Well, I said I want ice cream. What kind of ice cream? I want a cookie.
It's like
what kind of cookie?
Well, it's like saying I want Ben & Jerry's, and they only bring you fish food. Like,
well, no, come on.
I'm saying they make more.
Now you're talking about a brand now.
Toll House is a brand. Now,
yes. But they're, like you said, they have multiple flavors of cookies.
Okay.
So you got to ask what kind of cookie.
Right. So you say Toll House, it's not just going to be a chocolate chip cookie.
No, I want a Toll House peanut butter cookie.
Right.
Right. Because of the brand. Yes, because there's now a company. But that's not what it was. I'm done with this. That's not what it was when it was invented. When it first came out, it was a chocolate chip cookie and it was called a Toll House cookie. There was no Toll House company. No, that's it. Done with this.
Just wanted to see your face turn as red as that national championship T-shirt you're wearing.
Man, did Kelly teach you how to argue with me?
Oh, no, I'm a great arguer. Yeah, I debate just to debate. I like poking. Finally, Cameron Diaz and Snoop Dogg went to the same school in Long Beach, California. In fact, she has admitted in interviews before she's pretty sure she brought weed from Snoop Dogg back in high school.
Weed! Well, hell yeah, I think my grandmother did. I mean,
yeah, right? There you go, learning you some stuff on a Friday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.